Well, sitting down here at work, coming in on a day off just to do a meeting, and I gotta grab tools and whatnot, and some home projects. But way in this morning, had a lot of thoughts about God, and it's been a bit different journey for me in my faith. It's been I was atheist or agnostic for 90% of my life, and then read a certain book called The Sacred Mushroom and the Cross, and put some things together. And not to say that I'm dogmatic Christian. I'm not one for power structures or churches because of the way that they say, minus the Presbyterian, the Scotsmen seem to have it set up with the bottom-up power structure. But anyways, you shouldn't need a middleman to talk to God. You got to put your faith in God first, not man, right? So anyways, it seemed rather surprising to me that I came to such conclusions in life, but it really made sense when it did. And I had some things in my life where I was struggling and I was forcing the universe to bend my will, and it was pushing back. It was pushing back in hard ways, and I paid some prices and dealt with some pretty serious failures, and especially as a parent. But I found that once I let it go and put my faith into God and to just allow things to happen, my world got exponentially better. And I found that prayer and faith really gave me the tools to navigate even more efficiently in life and at work and in my life. And it's the realization that it's all going to work out. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, it's just going to work out. Life is going to do life things, and, but every day I pray for forgiveness. I pray for strength, endurance, and clarity for truth. And like I've discovered, it's all there. It's there. You just have to know. You have to be willing to listen and willing to see it. And God sends messages. This last year, I've had more than enough incidences and cases where I was sent a very clear message. And it's when you get these messages, you realize like that, okay, maybe I was doing the right thing. I am on the right path, and we just have to keep moving forward. No matter how hard it is, no matter what shit the universe brings, just move forward. And even if you have to move a little backwards, you just still try to move that inch by inch forward. But it's funny how week 3 now or almost close to a month now, I guess, of being off social media, and it's such a breath of fresh air. It's it's so nice. Like there's no I don't see the division, I don't see the propaganda, the manipulation, the mind control stuff. It's gone. And I've been filling time with productive things and just trying to get through summer, and we've had a lot of rain, so it's been dealing with that. But and it allows me to be more grateful for what I have, because as much as I made a conscious effort not to compare myself to others, it almost seems like it's part of those apps, and it's just but and it's given me more time, because every day I wake up in the morning and I see my puppers and my woman, and I'm thankful. And I'm thankful for everything. I'm thankful for the shit days and the hard days, and I'm thankful for the good days, because they all matter. They all add up to something. And whether or not I'll ever figure out my purpose in this world, or it doesn't really matter. You just keep doing your thing and living your life, and let God do the rest. If you act out of kindness and try to be honest and self-reflective, I think it all kind of makes sense. And, I know this world is coming to some kind of paradigm shift, big changes. Really, at the end of the day, it's see what happens. I doubt, I think we're in for some challenges, but we're pretty resilient creatures, and we'll see what happens. There's a lot at stake and a lot going on, but I think just having that faith in God and just, allowing him to navigate a little bit for you, not so much as Jesus take the wheel while you're driving, but, like everything happens for a reason, and it'll all add up. It'll all make sense someday, and, you just gotta, follow the breadcrumbs, pay attention. It's all the little details, and, every encounter you have with nature, or, following your instincts and it leads you somewhere, you'll be rather surprised. But, it's kind of one of those things where, I don't know, we just kind of move on and move through life, and, but I found this last year of having some actual faith in God, it has really, helped me navigate some pretty serious failures in my life as a man. And, because I'm far from perfect. I've made some pretty stupid mistakes over the years, and, let some stupidity run amok in my mind, and impulsivity, and, got dealt some shit hands, but I played them the best that I could. And, I won't ever let it drag me down. I just keep moving forward, no matter how hard it is, no matter how much I hurt or how sad I am. As I said in a previous video, I just explore that sadness, but it's funny how when you spend your life fighting God and questioning and skepticism, and, and then you learn to let go and just have that faith without knowing, and the ability to do things without needing an understanding of why. I think that's important. Sometimes it's best just to do, and if you're acting out of kindness and good faith, then I think it usually works out to the better. But it's hard. Even in my line of work and life, it's hard to act out of kindness, and but sometimes in life you just got to be patient and wait, and things will all kind of come to the surface, and old wounds can heal and whatnot. But but anyone out there that's questioning their existence or questioning their faith, or don't understanding, is first is ask yourself, am I putting faith in a man like a priest or a bishop first, or am I putting faith into God? Because I strongly believe you don't need that middleman. You can talk direct. And, there's just too many inconsistencies and hypocrisy within even something like the Catholic Church that really illuminates, that saying. So sometimes, not to say that church is a bad thing, or that what they do is with good intentions, but sometimes when it comes to God and your faith, sometimes just having direct access is a little more beneficial, a little more straightforward, and you don't have to sacrifice to a person or follow their orders or obey. But then again, I'm a different cat, a little delusional at times, I guess, as my coworkers like to say. But hey, it's nothing like living a life of a legend, right? Like, you're here for a short time. You might just as well have some fucking fun while you're at it, and do some things out of the box, some unorthodox living, So, but anyways, for all you out there that are questioning, don't know, like, just remember that the truth is not what they tell you. And I think the way that the world works and how God works and all that is one giant mystery that we're never really that smart enough to comprehend. We never will be. We don't have the capacity. We're pretty limited in our senses and our abilities and our mindsets. our intelligence and knowledge. But, that's the thing, part of the joy of it is that you can live your life free no matter the circumstances, because you got to live in your own mind. It's you can dictate quite a bit of your reality with the power of your imagination. And if what's that? It's all a simple. How does that go? Well, it's a simple mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. So, and then when you strip away, materialism and consumerism really run amok in our mindset and our soul. And when you learn to chase the spiritual things in life, like love and not even understanding, but love, kindness, the rest doesn't matter. You don't have to chase the glory or the clout. Don't chase the money. Don't chase the houses or the cars or the material things. Chase the things that matter. Chase love. Get a dog. Be with nature. Enjoy it. Even if you live in a city, try to get that bit of sunshine, that little bit of greenness. That, we cram ourselves in these places and hope for the best, but really, the further away from those man-made structures you get, the healthier and the happier you're going to be. It's probably why I spent my career outside in the muck, in the rain, in the snow, and the heat. I can't, be bound by a building sometimes, even though most days I am in a shop. I love being out there, and every day I'm outside, every day. And I think that gets you closer to God, to see his creation and kind of enjoy it for what it is. So, but anyways, I just had to say God bless y'all, guys. We're all on the right path. We're all doing the right thing, even though it doesn't feel like it. Just stay strong, do your thing, stay true, stay kind, stay mindfulness, stay kind, and things are going to be changing. And I think at that point we'll all be along for the ride and enjoy. So, but anyways, I'm going to get into this shit show and enjoy the rest of my day. So, tally ho, motherfuckers.